Good morning, friends. Welcome to SBI Securities morning podcast. In today's podcast, we would be discussing what to expect in Nifty and Bank Nifty from here on, along with the key levels for both the indices. We will also be discussing on key sectors and stocks that we should be focusing for the day and the next few trading sessions. In yesterday's trading session, both the indices traded in an extremely tight range of 0.5% and finally ended the session on a flat note. Coming to the macro factors, the US dollar index witnessed for a further correction below 104 levels, and the US 10-year bond yields too is quoting at 8-week low of 4.45, which is quite positive from equity market perspective, both global and Indian markets. After hitting a low of 76.65, Brent crude oil has recovered to $81 a barrel. Although it's trading at a comfortable levels, that is in the range between 77 and 83, it is important to closely monitor crude oil prices as it has vast implications for our markets. Coming to the quick check on the global markets, the S&P 500 is in a strong uptrend, and we feel post some consolidation it can head towards the levels of 4,600 4,620 on the upside. The Nasdaq too is in a strong grip of the bulls and has hit a 22-month high. Coming to our markets, candlestick analysis reveals volatility contraction in Nifty on the daily charts. This comes from a long bar on Thursday which was formed, followed by a smaller bar on Friday and an even smaller one yesterday. Hence we feel that a strong up move is round the corner. Despite weakness in Bank Nifty in the past few sessions, Nifty overall is holding well at the current levels, led by a good up move in IT, pharma, auto, capital goods in the last few sessions. We expect these sectors to continue displaying positive momentum. Overall, talking about levels, the zone of 19,830, 19,870 will be the immediate resistance for the index. The resistance zone is defined by the swing high which was formed in the month of October, and it coincides with the gap areas which was formed on September 21st, and it is yet unfilled. Any sustainable move above the levels of 19,870 will lead to a sharp upside rally in the index up to the levels of 20,050, followed by 20,180 in the near term. While on the downside, the zone of 19,620, 19,670 will act as the immediate support for the index. Profit booking below the levels of 19,620 would lead to a correction in the index towards the levels of 19,470, 19,490 zone, where the 20-day EMA is currently placed. Coming to the OI interpretation of the data, significant call writing is witnessed in 19,800, 19,900 strikes, while on the put front 19,600 and 19,500 witnessed considerable open interest addition. Overall range for the day could be 19,600, 650 on the downside, and on the upside the resistance would be 19,850, 870 zone. Coming to Bank Nifty underperformed significantly as it could not sustain above its previous day's high, ending the day on a flat to negative note. The key levels for Bank Nifty is placed at 43,750, 43,850 zone, where the 20-day EMA is placed, while the immediate support for Bank Nifty is likely to be the zone of 43,200, 43,250. Any move above the levels of 43,850, short covering move up to the levels of 44,200, 44,250 is likely. For the weekly series, significant open interest build-up was witnessed in 43,500, 43,600 puts and 43,700 and 43,800 calls, implying a near-term broad range of 43,200 and 44,000 for the banking index. Coming to sectors and stocks in momentum, IT sector remains relatively strong with the likes of LTIM, Tech Mahindra, TCS, HCL Tech from the large caps doing really well, while the persistent Coforge, Cyient, Emphasis, Newgen, KPIT Tech, Bsoft, LTTS showing signs of strong momentum on the upside. From the broader market perspective, bullish setup was observed in the likes of Bharti Airtel, Policy Bazaar, Grasim, Titan, Exide, PFC, REC, Trend, with derivative data too supporting these counters. Coming to the FI data, FI/DI data, in the cash segment, FI sold to the tune of 600 crores while DI is bought to the tune of 77 crores. FI's long-short ratio for index futures remains low at 20% as they squared off nearly 300 index futures short contracts. On the stock futures front, FIs have sold to the tune of 14,500 contracts, while on the options front, FIs sold almost 90,700 call contracts and 75,000 contracts of puts. So friends, that's all for today. Thank you for regularly listening to our podcast and wishing you all an energetic day ahead. Do tune in tomorrow for more market updates and insights. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.